Hi, I'm Capt. Stanford with Texas Fish Tips. This is your weekly fishing report.
Well, we've had a little bit of north wind, a little storm coming in. Anyway, it's blown out some of this water here in South Bay. It's been holding lots of redfish. You'll see the boats, you'll see the birds. There's lots of redfish. There's some trout in there on shrimp. Popping cork and shrimp will work. Those shrimp on the bottom, we caught some nice trout out of there the other day. And also these little guts that run back here, there's a couple of them. Been holding some black drum mixed in there. They like that shrimp as well. There's lots of little reds in there, but there is some big ones. If you want to catch bigger ones, use either croaker or use your mullet. Cut mullet works in them potholes real well. Also, if you get over here behind Hog Island, this little deeper water along this ridge right down through has been holding some nice redfish on the bank. Cut mullet is the way to go. That deeper water is still holding some trout. And there's some trout all up and down through inside this deeper water where that water's dropping out. There's fish in there. There's black drum, there's reds, just about everything else you can think of. Well, over in the good old Fena docks, that deep water's holding some redfish. There's some big ones down there. There's not as many as there was, but there's still some lot oversized in there. Some slots along those rocks right in through here. Cut mullet's been working the best, but there's a lot of sand trout. You will get eat up by other fish in there, but there is some good fish in there. If you happen to catch a flounder, you got to throw him back because December 14th is no flounder time. You can't keep any flounder till the 14th. Also, get on the end of these jetties out here if it's not too rough. There's been some redfish out there, some jack crevalles out there. There's a lot of sheep's head. I've seen schools of them coming in, lots of spadefish. They all eat shrimp. There's some pompano still in there. But be careful because if it's still windy out here, it'll beat you up out here on this that north jetty. So you can get on the inside of this jetty or these rocks all down through will hold some fish. Same way on that south jetty. It'll beat you up. There's some good fish down through here, but you can get on the outside of that south jetty and fish it, and there's still some good fish. Okay, over in the old sailboat channel, right down through here, that water's dropped out. Those fish are in this hole, this little deeper water. Right on this bank's been holding some black drum. There's some reds mixed in there. Shrimp is the way to go. You get all the way back in here into this Y, it'll finger off 3 different ways, these little cuts right here. Try not to block them, but there's some nice redfish in there. They'll take a live mullet. They'll take a mudman if you got them. They'll take shrimp. Shrimp catches everything, including the drum and the small reds and the perch. But there is some fish in there. Also, if you get on the back end of this right here, there's a little old well out here. There's a little well. Tie up to it or right next to it and throw along that bank. And this whole area has been holding some nice redfish. When that water drops out, there's fish in there. Over on the front of old Brown and Root Flats, there's been holding some nice fish, especially this little spot right here has been holding. Cut mullet's been the way to go. That little deeper water holds some trout, but if that water pulls out of them flats, some fish are hanging right off the edge, right down through here. Along this old wide channel, they'll be stacked in here, some of them. Just going over the shrimp or cut mullet or even some live finger mullet, and you'll find some reds and maybe even some black drum mixed in there.
Thanks for watching. I'm Captain Doug Stanford.